Hello, welcome back. It's Roger Retro. I've had a bit of a hiatus, bit of time away from videos on the tube, and I thought, well, I've got a little pile of pickups that I've come up in the loft to put away, and I thought, you know what, might as well do a video. Might as well. Hope you've all been well. Been watching YouTube way too much. Blasting through the Vimto already. It's been great to see Cojones de Loro. He's back on the tubes for now. Been watching Tooty's videos, Cojones de Loro's, Ninja Bear Hug, SNES-tastic, Owl's Arcade. It's like old times. So I've been watching them for absolutely years. Must be 10 years or so for each of them. Following their journey in and out, and selling up and then getting it all back and then selling it up again, or just hoarding it like Stu, Tooty. But yeah, so YouTube's been keeping me going, and a fairly new, well, it's new to me anyway, bunch of guys. They are called the Sega Guys, and they've done various, I'm into lately with work. Work's been turned on its head, and I've been put back out on the road again. So years ago I used to be out on the road doing assessments and things for the field I'm in, and then for the last best part of 10 years been a store manager, but been put back out on the road again. Won't bore you to tears with all that, but so I'm now out on the road much more. So I'm tuning in and listening to podcasts as I'm driving about like a rally driver in my van, and the Sega Guys. And then there's been, don't get me wrong, I'm a Sega through and through, as you can probably tell, but listening to their chats about the memories and the nostalgia and about the consoles, the games, and all of that. The channel is very heavily Saturn related, which I'm not into the Saturn. I didn't have one way back in the day, but I have had a few Saturns over the years. Had a fair collection back in early, sort of around 2010ish, 2000 to up until about 2015. Had quite a big collection. But no proper nostalgia, and not really into it that much, although I can appreciate it. But so they're very heavily sort of Saturn related, but there's loads of videos, and they have collaborations with other people, other tubers that jump on the chat, and they're really have me hooked. And I'm going through all the old stuff at the moment. The current video I'm watching is Sega's Heyday, and it was filmed or videoed about a year ago, but really enjoying it. So loving all that. So yeah, so that's what I've been up to. Been buying the odd game, not going too mad, mainly because, you know, as ever, everyone's, you know, funds are a bit tighter than they used to be. You don't have the pocket money that we used to have. But managed to get to Nerd Base and Ali's recently. So yeah, so all's good. And as I say, I've got a little pile of treats that basically it was winding me up, seeing a pile of stuff downstairs. So I thought I'm going to just chuck them upstairs, put them away, and then that led me to thinking, ooh, do a video. So why not? Anywho, a while back I bought this game, and I thought, I bet that's pretty good on the Switch. And I thought, and I've heard, I can't remember who I asked, but I asked about whether all the games are on the Switch cartridge, and they are, and it's the Arkham trilogy. Now, not long after I bought that, Harry nicked it, and he's had it for Christ knows how long, probably a month or two, and he's had a blast on it, and then finally returned it. I think it was because he wanted to borrow something else. But yeah, really cool. Haven't yet loaded them in or started playing, but I have just recently relegated the Switch to the arcade room. I'm going to be making major changes to the arcade room. I have I basically got wound up with it. The Super Famicom I tried to connect it up to the TV in there, and I've done recent videos, and the picture just, no matter what I do, it's not the tuning, it's not, it sort of judders, and it drives me absolutely bloody loopy. So I've been thinking about what I'm going to do, change it around, pull that stuff out, change it, I don't know. But I have got the offer of different TVs to go in there, different screens, shall we say. So I am going to look to rehash the arcade room. Me one-up cabinets are staying, I'm still playing them, having great fun. Every now and again I'll have a little blast, and it's kind of a treat, you know, go down the Muzzies, go down the arcades, and in a way, put a couple of quid in, spend some 10p's, and have a blast. Mindless fun for an hour or so, and then off it goes till the next time. But I'm going to be putting the Switch and set up in there. All will become apparent fairly soon anyway. But the Switch is going in there, so the only system that's in the front room, the only sort of, if you like, current gen system that I'm going to be using is the Series X. Because if I get 10 minutes or an hour or 2 hours where I fancy playing a game, I just jump on the Series X, and it's usually that I go to Forza Horizon 5 or one of my new pickups. I'm getting into that, and it's quite a surprise because the recent ones I haven't really taken to. Or I've just got the Gears of War, basically the remake, remaster, Reloaded I think it's called. Where I've been a fanboy of Gears of War for so long, and Xbox knows that. I got a freebie download code a while back, so it hasn't cost me nothing to get the latest game. I don't do Game Pass or any of that, because for me Game Pass just wouldn't work, because every now and again I'll play games and I'll get hooked on something, and then most of the time it would just be a waste of money, to be quite honest. So but Gears of War Reloaded, I think I've done a couple of levels so far, and never did complete Gears of War 1. So yeah, I'm going to make my way through that. So I've got 3 games on the go: Forza, Horizon 5, Gears of War, and then another which is a fairly recent pickup. So I'm having fun. So anything else can be relegated to the arcade. And like I say, there's big changes coming. Now I am seriously dithering on, I mean, I'm into Japanese N64 games just for the artwork. I have got a Japanese system. I have attempted to play Japanese N64 games for quite a while and epically failed. So, but I like them because the boxes are slightly different. The artwork is wild. I mean, it's the nuts. But that kind of scratches that itch for Japanese titles. And so I'm really thinking, with this hassle of the Super Famicom console jittering about on the TV I've got downstairs currently, I am really thinking, shall I just get rid of the lot? I've got around about 35-40 games for it, I think. And I do like the games, but seriously, am I really going to play them? I did think, because I've put it all in the arcade now, and there's a little cabinet there with my games on shelves, and then the system, but I can't use the system in there. So originally I did put the system in the front room, but then I don't want all the retro and wires everywhere and all that crap. So I think I'm just on the edge of, do I flog the lot or even trade the lot? Trade it towards getting some mighty Mega Drive stuff or a couple of bits ticked off me Master System list. So I'm really debating. I'm not one to just jump in. I do dither. But we'll see what's happening there. So because it is a nice boxed console, and the console serial number matches the serial number on the manual, and it's all nice, not really yellowed in any way. And then loads of games. I think 99% of them are all box complete and good nick. So we'll see. I'll see what I'm doing about that. And the potential of changing the TV in there, going to the type of TV or TVs that I'm going to, they haven't got the connections, SCART or normal RF or whatever it is, leads. They're HDMI. They're more bloody great monitor type screens, I believe. I've only quickly seen them and thought I'll have a bit of that. So yeah, all will be revealed soon enough. But I am thinking, I collect so much. I've got in the region of 2,500 plus games, and you can only play so much in your life. So it might be worth fine-tuning the collection a little bit more and thinning those out, because there's core collections that aren't going anywhere. Master System, Mega Drive, N64, the NES, the mighty Xbox, PS1. They're systems that aren't going anywhere. I won't be buried with them, but the only reason they're going to be leaving is when I'm brown bread. So it is what it is. Anyway, let's move swiftly on. We're here for pickups, so that I can get these bloody bits on the shelves in amongst the collection, and so that I ain't got to keep looking at them. Anyway, one game a while back, Harry's got a thing about every now and again, and it's brilliant because it means he's not just hoarding and keeping loads of crap, but he'll look through his collection of games and he'll go, right, Dad, I'm going to trade that one, and that one. Let's get on it. And every now and again I look and I think, I might have a go at that. So I end up getting stitched up with paying, usually rounded up, trading value, but in cash, so that I can try it out, but he can still go and get something else. And I had this on the 360, but traded this in a little while back because I thought this would be the better version. I think it's more expensive, this one, but it is going to be better because it's more updated. The graphics are a bit improved upon. I haven't played it yet, but I did watch Harry play it and play quite a bit of it, and it looked good fun. Just simple, mindless violence, humour and fun. So I thought, why not? Then on a recent excursion out and about around the town, went to Cash Generator, and no, I keep calling it Cash Generator. It's because I've been looking at Cash Generator, the shop. They used to have a Cash Generator shop in my town, and it shut down. And for work, been looking at new shops, and Cash Generator was massive. It goes back like a bloody football pitch. It's huge, but it's quite narrow and sort of low ceilings and quite dark in there. But it was one property that was sort of high on the list as a possible. So Cash Generator's in my mind. But anyway, Cash Exchange, local to me, go in there every now and again, and strangely enough, my mum pays one of her bills in there. So I went in there with mum one day, and I'm having a look through, and can't see anything on the shelves, but I'm looking in the glass cabinets, and I'm oh, what? That's cool. And I'm thinking, it's got to be done for the sake of a tenner. And it's the N64 Encyclopedia. Now, I'm pretty sure this has been in there for quite a while, but I haven't really taken much notice of it. But then when I saw it, I thought, that'd be quite a good idea. I've got various encyclopedias and books, like the NES Punk books on the NES and the SNES and Famicom. I've got some other books, blah, blah, blah. But I didn't have an N64 one. So I thought, I'll have a bit of that. And at some stage, this was 30 quid back in the day. But yeah, it covers all things N64. And it was a tenner. I thought, got to be done. As I say, I reckon that come from Danny and Danika's collection that they thinned out quite considerably recently, or a few months back. While also in there, I see this and I thought, oh wow, bloody hell, that's come down in price as well. And this was about 80 quid. And this is awesome. This is the Elite Series 2 controller. It's rechargeable. I had the Series 1 controller and I love that. That kind of was my favourite ever controller. But now this is an absolute beast. It just feels premium. It feels top level. And it's got everything with it. It's absolutely immaculate. And it was 80 odd quid. You can't go wrong for that. So, yeah, all boxed and lovely, all complete, all the bits in it. Nice. But, yeah, really makes it's a premium level controller. So, well chuffed with that. And on another nip round, as I was out and about in the town, nipped in there. On another day, I nipped in Cash Exchange. I see this and I thought, oh, that's got to be worth a go. And it's something I've never really looked at because I've always just presumed it was a sort of an online only game. But the Evil Dead, the game. I'd recently seen someone do a video on this or mention it. That it was really good, great fun, graphics are really cool, quite shallow, not as in depth as it could have been, really. I don't know, I've only played about an hour of it so far, but I've really enjoyed it, and I must admit the graphics are really good to just look at when you're playing it. It could have been better maybe, but yeah, it's great fun and really pays homage to the lore of Evil Dead. Great game. But yeah, as I say, I thought it was internet only, but or online only, but it was just, yeah, cool game, single player, as I do, Billy No Mates, just playing by myself. I've had various sort of visits to CEX and around. So on one of those visits, this was on the shelf, House of the Dead remake. Now I did love House of the Dead 3 on the OG, on the Xbox. I've got the, I think it was a Mad Catz green light phaser gun things. And I absolutely loved House of the Dead 3. Absolutely brilliant. So this, and I've had a little go at this, had a little blast. This has got stickers and lenticular sort of case and little stands, character stands and whatnot. Bits that keep wanting to fall out the bloody pack. But yeah, House of the Dead. I'm a bit late to the party on this one, but this was proper cheap. I can't remember what it was, but it was, I've got a feeling it was about 10 quid or less. And for this edition, I thought I'm having a bit of that. Got to be done. So, and then also a Steely book. I think this was something like 3 quid. It was priced up as the standard game. Surely it was about 3 quid. But, yeah, I thought, why not? I'm always a bit apprehensive of steel books because I know they don't seem to wear as well as a normal game case. If there's scratches on them, they end up getting tarnished, don't they, over the years? But when they're cheap as chips, got to be done. So yeah, Wolfenstein 2. I've got a thing about getting steel books for films lately. Then I've been looking through eBay, and there's basically I've been keeping an eye on the 3 games I need for the Sega Master System, which is for the PAL set. So which is Buggy Run, Home Alone, and Power Strike 2. Mega money games. I think a couple of them can be had without manuals for 200 plus. And do I really want to drop another sort of couple of £100 on a game that's not even complete? Not really. But then to find them complete, that just puts £100 on the price for a poxy manual. You know, it's madness. Madness, I tell you. But my idea with collecting Sega Master System is I want every game I don't want to. I'm not bothering with the little silly cards, because 99% of them are just carded versions of the standard game that's already available in cartridge form. I like the uniformity of a proper box. There are a few games on the American side of things that I like, so I've decided that I'm going to go complete PAL, and then also American exclusives, providing they've got to be proper exclusives, so not available in the UK. I know there's a few games that are available in the US, but they just have a different colour cover or something. No, it's got to be US exclusives and proper game. So so there's a few I've been keeping an eye on, and I've added another one. I thought, oh, great ice hockey. Now I know you need the speedball thing, whatever it's called, sports pad, to be able to play this, but I thought really nice condition. I think it was posted, it was 30 quid, so you can't go wrong for that. Really nice condition, complete, bloody hell. And I thought that's just another one to go on the, I mean, I've got loads now. I've also got, is it Great Soccer Kart? Yeah, I've got the American version of Great Soccer, and I think that's as a kart, no, as a card game, that's the expensive one to find. So but yeah, I'm going for just proper games, none of that bloody cards. I can't be bothered with that as well. So already it's a fair collection, so that'll do me. Highlights would be obviously the heavyweight boxing. Is it Evander Holyfield heavyweight boxing, and Alf? But again, they're sort of hundreds of pounds. There's Rambo 2 First Blood. That's one that I want to get. There's one on eBay for about 60 odd quid, but I think it can just be snipped now and again a bit cheaper than that. So but yeah, so that's the idea. Been on eBay, great ice hockey and really good condition. The only thing is, needs a hang tab, and all my games have got bloody hang tabs, so I've got to find another box with a hang tab. And then I've been looking through, like I say, I've been on a bit of a Mega Drive, the mighty Mega Drive tip lately, thinking I need to double down and focus a bit. And really I'm discovering I shouldn't be focusing on Mega Drive, because a lot of the games I need now are stupid expensive. Oh. Don't know what the time is. What's the time? 5 to 11. We're smashing it. We're on 1 o'clock. I usually do best part of 2 of these a day. Good to stay hydrated. Yeah, so with the Mega Drive set, there is, or was, 34 games. Yeah, 34 games still left to get for the full PAL set. It's going to be years away before I get that. But I just thought I'm going to start doubling down and chipping away at it, because along with the NES, the Mega Drive is pure nostalgia for me. That really is. If I had to get rid of everything, I think I would really struggle with the NES and the Mega Drive. They would be the two systems that I couldn't let go. I couldn't let go of them, honestly. So so I'm thinking I need to start hunting out some bargains. And what I am finding is getting games that are complete are a bloody nightmare. The prices have gone up on an awful lot of games. If you just want to click and get it posted and buy it there and then, it's bloody hard work. So quite often I am sort of thinking, well, you don't play the manual, do you? And I'm never going to sit there reading through it. It's just to be sat in the box. So a lot of games now I am going to be missing the manuals on. Apart from the real big sort of showpieces that I really want to get complete, I'm happy to just get original cart, original inlay and a decent box. in nice condition. So, with that being said, hunting out on the old tube at games I still need to get and games I would actually like to play, because I do have a Mega Drive set up down in the arcade room on a little portable telly I got from Sega Zombie, Scott Brand. I thought, ooh, what would I like to play? Now this is one I got, Samurai Showdown, and I've been playing this and other games on the Super Famicom, but like I say, in the arcade jitters about, so I've had to move it and it's hard work playing it. But I thought this weren't bad. You've got to remember, for its time, this is a 93 to 94. Original game was 93, this came out 94. For a Mega Drive port, it's decent enough. It's nothing like a Neo Geo game, to be sure, but it does seem a bit oversaturated in colour. It's not, I mean, it's decent enough. It's a blue spine, nice. It's in decent condition. It's not mint, but it is very nice condition. Samurai Showdown. It is missing the manual, but I paid, Christ, I can't even remember what I paid for this now. 40 odd quid, I think it was. And generally it's double that if you want a bloody manual with it in nice condition. So yeah, I mean, that's where it is at for me. You don't play them manuals. So looks really cool, box art's lovely, and it's a decent enough game. I must admit, anything but Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, they all pale in comparison. I do love me Fatal Fury on the Mega Drive though. Fatal Fury is just, it's the nostalgia. I love that game. I bloody hated it because I was crap at it back in the day, but I did love that game, and I still do. There's still quality. So and then I managed to nab another one on the bay. Now this is complete. Spirou. This is boxed. This is another one just to literally tick off the list. But it's a platformer, a 90s platformer. I think it originally was a cartoon. Maybe a French cartoon. I don't know. But it's an Infogrames release. But Spirou. So it's another one ticked off the list. Again, I can't remember how much this was. It was an eBay purchase. It does have a broken hang tab, so another bloody box needs to be got. Rip that dodgy bit off there because it's all spiky. I tend to, when I've got games without hang tabs, I don't put them in the plasticky bags, just as a reminder for me that it needs a hang tab. It needs something else. So that will stay not in a plastic baggie. But another one off the list. And then recently I've been looking through for games, as I say, on eBay, adding loads to the wish list. Fucking wish list is just pages long. But I did actually think, oh, I ain't seen that game around, and there's one on the bay complete, stupid money. I think there's it's well over 100 quid. And I just thought, fuck my life. And then I thought, oh, I'm gonna have a look on CEX and just see, sort of cross match the ones I need and what are available in CEX. And I thought, it's about time. Oh, pardon me, bit of turbulence. It's about time I took a punt on CEX and had a look, you know, just to see if they've upped their game and I get the game that I actually want. And this game come through, and I think it was it about 55 quid? And it's an original version. It does have some sticker. I ain't cleaned it up yet. It's on the box, not the inlay, but it's got a bit of sticker on there. And it's Sequest DSV. And for 55 rubs, having a bit of that. Pleased with that. As I say, on the bay it's like over 100 quid complete, and I can't justify that. So another Mega Drive game ticked off the list, which puts me down to 31 needed. Now I'd like to be, or get to a stage where I've sort of got, I don't know, sub 20 left to get for the full set, I'd be really content with that. I mean, I'm content with them now. There's more than enough to play. Good, bad and downright ugly games. There's enough to play. Keep me entertained for years. But I'd like to get down to that sort of last 20, 25 games to go. But we shall see. Just keep chipping away. Now, on a recent trip with H last weekend, we went to Nerd Base and had a little look. He begrudgingly went. But we had a look for, he was looking for wrestling figures and wrestling stuff. And then we went on to Ali's. Lovely to see Ali, had a nice chat. It's great to still see him doing well. And he'd recently had a huge Zelda collection traded in. And it was all the different games across different systems. And I remember seeing the Facebook post, and in the corner I thought, I'll have that. And I forgot to message him and sort of say, put it by for us, or how much do you want for it, put it by for us. So when I got there, had a look round, I'm scouring as I do, get the little black book out, having a look at all the different games, and then I see this down on, almost on the floor amongst the N64 stuff, and it is Zelda. The Legend of Zelda. I must admit, it's one I wanted because of the strange box art, but I never really took. It's in a stupid size box protector. I don't know what box protector this is because it's huge, and I thought surely that's probably a Neo Geo box protector. But how awesome does that look? It's really nice condition, all complete, and I never really took to the PAL game, so I'm never going to play this. But it's nice to have. The N64 Jap collection for me is just, it's a little corner of box porn, and great to see the games. So yeah, I'll chuck it back in there because I'm bound to drop it. But he done me a stellar deal on that, and he did knock a bit off because I got another game, and I didn't spend that much in there for once. But I got another game in there for a random system. I was going through my little black book of needs on the PS1. Might as well take it out there. No, I'll just peel the sticker off, the price sticker, because it's not what I paid. As I say, he did do me a little deal. Good old Ali. And come on, there we go. And it's Steel Rain on the PS1. It's game number 1023, but Steel Rain, and it's one that I didn't have. He did have a few in there that I haven't got on the PS1, but they're a bit higher priced. Still good value. All of these prices are always good, but it's still good value. But I can't justify going for high value games every time I go out. So this fitted the bill. I'm with Zelda, and he done me a quality deal. Absolute legend. It was nice to have a catch up with him anyway. So and then on a visit out, what did I do? I had a look through my collection where I was putting the Switch in the arcade room. I looked through my Switch collection. I thought, I don't think I'll bother with that one. And it's a game that I did buy off H. Oh, chucking the box about. It's a game I bought off H a while back because he was going to trade it in. And I thought, oh, I might have a go at that. But I never did. I think I got past the intro. And I did a bit of the first level, but I just thought it was too cutesy and I couldn't be bothered with it. And it was, what was it? Luigi's Mansion 3. And so I traded that in amongst a load of other stuff. I've been buying loads of films. I've been getting through my films lately, and each week or each weekend I do my ironing. So I usually watch a film while I'm doing my ironing, at least a film. while I'm doing my ironing, and then that's usually knacking me out, so I watch another film straight after. And so I had loads of films that I couldn't get on with, so I whacked them into CEX and Luigi's Mansion 3 and a few other bits and bobs, so for some credit, which I've got some bits with. But I also got, and I thought I'm going to give that a go, because I fancy just to shoot 'em up. I want to shoot shit. So Call of Duty Black Ops 6, it's gone down to about, I think it was about 25 quid now, 25, 30 quid. And I thought, well, that was a direct swap for the trade-in for Luigi's Mansion 3. And I must admit, certain levels on it I am absolutely loving. Call of Duty, when it's raw Call of Duty, is absolutely brilliant. Now, I'm not so keen on all this linear stuff where you've got to follow the story to the T, and if you don't do it a certain way, you basically you're done. When it's sort of more open and you've got set pieces, but it's much more open, the world is there to sort of go in how you want to go in, guns blazing or stealthy or however you want to do it. That's when Call of Duty is absolutely bloody awesome. This is very good, loving the graphics. Most of the levels so far I've really enjoyed, and a couple of hours in, loving it so far, so I will keep going back to it. But Black Ops 6, quality. So yeah, this weekend I've popped over and seen my old mate Colchester John, who's done me an absolute solid again. He's found me a couple of manuals, absolute geezer. And he's really going great guns with his Master System collection. And he's got the bug bad because he's scouring through his collection now, and he's found that a few of the inlays on certain games aren't quite up to what he would like them to be. So he's now thinking he'll rebuy them again and then sell off the ones. So yeah, he's definitely got the collector bug in him. So but he's going great guns, absolutely brilliant. I think he's down to about, did he say about 35 games left to get, and which is crazy. That's madness. But he's been doing it really well and hunting out the bargains, and all his games are absolutely quality. It looked brilliant on his shelf units that he's bought. So yeah, good luck to you, John, and thank you for helping me out with the manuals. So I bought these off him. He does me mate's rates anyway. But 2 manuals that I did need. Wonder Boy in Monster World. And I am intrigued by these little manual baggies. But the only problem is with buying them and then buying the baggies for the games, and it's bloody endless. More and more plastic. If I'm going to buy plastic, I'd rather buy a game. And he got me Bubble Bobble, which is a great manual to get and add to the collection. So I think I'm down to now. I actually updated my book this morning in chats with him, because he's on about, I think he wants 4 or 5 new inlays that he wants to sort of improve on. And I looked through my little black book of needs, and I'll get the pen out. Here we go. Da, 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 da. These are the manuals and the inlays that I need, and the games that I need. So Home Alone, Buggy Run, Power Strike 2, and then they're all the manuals that I need. And then I'd like to improve on Marble Madness, Rambo 3, and Spider-Man vs Sinister 6, which I also need the manual for. But he's been going great guns and really helping me out, ticking those off the list. So it's much appreciated, buddy. Really do appreciate that. And it's great to see you keep collecting. Be nice to make sure you get down to sort of below 25 left to get before the end of the year. That'd be a cracking achievement. And yeah, get playing them games and enjoying them. So yeah, tip top. Cheers, John. My old mucker. Now I've been buying films lately. Like I say, want to do my ironing and whatnots. I've been adding some films, and sometimes I'm just too bloody lazy to pick up a controller and play a game. So I think I'll whack a film on. And yesterday, and I was really pleasantly surprised. I got this film, and it's been ages since I watched the rest of the series, and I was tempted to watch all the rest of the series first before I watched this one, but I thought, no, I'm just going to get straight on it. And yesterday I put this on, and I've got to say I was really pleasantly surprised. It's got that factor in it. There's deaths in it, and I was sat there in my chair going, ah! Not through fright, but and you kind of know the deaths are coming, and you kind of suss out a little bit. It keeps you guessing on how they're going to die, and there's a few twists to it, but really the way it's so sort of instant and sort of on it and shocking, I found myself like shouting out loud, going, "Wah!" But it was great fun. Final Destination Bloodlines, great film, real good fun. It's what, unfortunately, like the rest of the series, once you've watched it, you've kind of seen it, you know, you're going to know what happens and when. But I must admit, really good film, really enjoyed it. And they bring about, well, the first part of the film, I won't give any of the proper story away, but the first part of the film, it's based around something very high up, and I do not like heights at all. Stepping off a curb, I get dizzy. So, and I thought, shit, I'm in for it now. So, but great movie, great film, well worth watching. If you've liked even remotely the ones before, and it was nice that they've tied it in around the actor from Candyman, the fella that was in Candyman all them years ago with a real creepy deep voice. Great actor. He's been in loads of stuff on TV and whatnot, and he kind of made his return. I don't know, this must have been one of the last movies before he passed, so it was great to see his story, and he finished it off greatly. So yeah, but great film, really enjoyed it. Laugh out loud moments and sort of shout out loud moments in shock and making you jump. It's jump scares rather than frightening, you know, but really enjoyed it. Great film. And the other week, me and a few boys were chatting about films from the 90s, and something made me think of this film, and I just thought, I've got to get that. So thankfully I found it at my local CEX, and it was £1. Eraser. Now, how did that not get a video game adaptation back in the day? I mean, nearly everything Stallone, Van Damme, well, not so much Van Damme, but Arnie or Stallone did got a video game adaptation. Eraser, that was the business. That was ripe for a video game adaptation, but really enjoyed that, and it was nice to watch it again. Really, a great film, absolutely brilliant. And for £1, happy days. And last weekend, whilst doing my ironing, I thought, I've never watched that, I must get around to it. And I did notice it's got a funky, like, lockable Blu-ray case, little latch on there. But this film, it's must have been mid-90s, 94 it came out, and I've never watched the whole thing. Really enjoyed that. Great story. I think it was about 2.5 hours long, something daft like that, or was it? Yeah, over 2 hours long, but really good, gripping story, really good. So and then this one, I see it ages ago on, I think it was on Sky in some way, like Sky Movies, or might have been the Disney Channel. It's something like that. We watched it on a service of sorts, but never got round to getting the movie. And got the 4K, bit of 4K. I have been getting into me 4K, and loved that. Like the first film, it's the graphics, the effects is just mind-blowing, absolutely brilliant. Can't wait for the third one. Really took to the story. I remember watching the first one in Basildon, and we got the premium seats, the reclining seats, and it was in 3D, so we had the glasses on. I was kicking back like dustbin of popcorn and 5 litres of Diet Coke and watching the original Avatar. So but yeah, watching this one, brilliant follow-up. Absolutely, just extended the story. I don't think it's no better or no worse than the first one. They just a continuation. Absolutely brilliant. And then I can't remember who it was, but someone mentioned this again on one of our groups on the WhatsApp thing, and I've got this Gremlins 4K, legendary movie. Brilliant, absolutely cool. So we've all watched Gremlins. Well, I say we've all watched Gremlins. The boy hasn't. Harry hasn't watched it, I don't think, yet. So we've got to watch it. And then, as I say, I'm in a bit of a... There's loads more movies and films that I've watched that I've recently bought. But in all honesty, I tend to just chuck them on the shelf. And now I've forgotten what I've bought and what I ain't. These were just in a little pile randomly, ready to go up on my shelf unit. So I thought, I'll just grab them. But yeah, this one, Steelbook, I think it was just a couple of quid. Devil's Double. That's my other phone. Really nice Steelbook. Not the best of movies, although there are some good effects in it. It's about Saddam Hussein and his sons, and just a journey through, I think it was must have been the 90s, maybe late 80s. But yeah, really nice Steelbook. For, I think it was about 150, 2 quid. I thought it was coming home with me. Have a bit of that. So yeah, that's about it. Finally, I can put these bits away now. So, oh, really knackered. Need to go and get my feet up, put another movie on. And it's a bit warm up here, I must admit. My old cheeks are a bit rosy. Anyway, right, well, I'm going to get busy, and hope to see you again soon. Thanks for watching. Sorry it was a long one, 47 minutes, bloody Christ. I better end this soon, because send you all to sleep. Well, anyway, take it easy. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.